Hey dames, better late than goddamn never, eh? Like Becca said, Mother Nature's been kicking me squarely in the uterus for the past couple of days, and then before that I had like really bad PMS where I didn't want to do anything but eat chocolate raisins and cry, and bled over my favourite pair of tights when I was supposed to do my video, and really I was just fed up with the world and didn't want to do anything. I also got caught out at work, which was traumatic, and it also meant a trip to the hellish women's health section of Asda, which is always enlightening. For one thing, I always get struck by the sheer quantity of products and how wasteful and expensive tampons and pads are, and horribly environmentally unfriendly. But then alternatives like washable pads or the moon cup are always like sneered and balked out. Fucking hippies. Because, you know, why would we want to encourage women to spend £20 on something that's going to last her 10 years? Because, you know, that would stop generating income, am I right? Another thing I noticed while I was perusing is that all of the packaging and stuff seems to be trying as hard as it possibly can to alienate any trans men who are still perioding. On top of that, it's fun seeing the lengths that companies will go to in order to avoid actually associating themselves with periods. Jen touched on this, but next time you're down the feminine hygiene section, try and find a product with the word period or menstruating or blood, God forbid, on it, because I couldn't find one. Lots of the actual medical ins and outs of periods are kind of just put down to the mysteries of the female body, which is pretty much the exact words that my doctor told me when over the summer I was bleeding for over 24 hours constantly and in agonising pain and thought I was going to die. And it seems that everyone's kind of reluctant to talk about periods, except for in year 6 when the school nurse came along and did that thing when you drop the tampon into a glass of water. Have you ever seen that shit? Because it's fucking terrifying. This silence is broken, however, when it's scared, affluent and clueless kids who are doing the asking. Companies seem to be lining up to create websites which are actually commercials masquerading themselves as advice sites, all aimed at young girls. These sites are offering really blasé advice that play down the risks of TSS, which is obviously a really important thing to talk about if you're going to start using tampons, especially when you're a young girl. Offers tips of how to approach the subjects of periods with your mum. The website that I saw included little printout sheets with the Tampax label on it, telling parents what products to buy for your daughter. It was like a little Christmas wish list. It was kind of creepy. And then, most worrying, on this like puberty site, it had managed to shoehorn in stuff about body hair removal products. And generally all of the products that can help with the pesky puberty problem. So what I'm trying to say is that basically we need to start talking about this shit, because people are trying to con children out of money and propagate harmful and sexist ideologies just to profit by creating insecurities in women and propagating that idea of you have to remove your body hair, you have to use tampons because everyone, or scented sanitary towels because everyone can smell you. All of these horrible, horrible myths that are just bullshit. That's me done. I am off to eat a shitload of chocolate. Happy bleeding, you guys. Take care.